8-Bit Dylan. Time for the intro to my videos. Just make weird noises with your mouth. Previously on Big Brother. The remaining 11 house guests prepared themselves for an intense head of household competition after successfully getting deliberation out of the house. Two large alliances began to form, and at the HOH competition, it was Vixella who proved victorious. Aligning with Shovel's alliance, Vixella put up PrestonPlayz and PewDiePie up for nomination. Who will win the power of veto? Will more showmances arise? Find out now on Big Brother! Hello everyone and welcome to the Friday episode of Big Brother, and everyone is super tired after the nomination ceremony and is going to bed. That's actually really funny. Wait, Kim? That's right, Kim is a have-not, I almost forgot. So everyone's just like passing out. They're all going to bed at a reasonable time, which is actually rare. I think the only one that's not tired is actually Tiffany, and she's energized, which makes no sense, but you know what? Do you, boo-boo? Wait, did they? Oh my god. The Shovel and Jacksepticeye ship just keeps on sailing. They just try to get in the same bed together. Awkward. I mean, I'm not against this ship. Meanwhile, Tiffany's just out here doing her thing and riding that water slide. You do you. Do what you want to do, Tiffany. Have fun. You know? So I asked you guys in the comments of the last video whether or not to get rid of the water slide or not, and I think it was pretty much a tie, which means I'm probably going to keep the water slide for now. We'll see once the numbers start to dwindle. If they keep focusing on only the water slide, then I might get rid of it. But for now, I'm going to keep the water slide. So we can get weird things like that, like Tiffany falling and making a fool out of herself. Tiffany, go to bed. What are you doing? So in the last episode, PrestonPlayz and PewDiePie were nominated for eviction, and one of them possibly could be leaving this episode, or someone else in the house, because we still have to do the veto competition later today. I don't think we've ever had everyone in the house asleep at the same time. Not even since the first night. This is incredible. This is new. I've never had this before. Hey, a bunch of people are awake and have to use the restroom. Oh gosh, the mad dash for the restrooms begins. This is gonna be hilarious. Everyone's doing the potty waddle. This is funny looking. Ew, and Preston smells really bad. That's gross. Go, go, go. They look so funny. Preston, take a shower, mister. Jeez. He's got actually like green clouds floating off him. He smells just as bad as that grilled cheese over there. God, they break so much stuff in this house. Oh my gosh, this just broke. That is insane. Now, some of you, like myself, were actually shocked to see, oh my gosh, they broke a toilet, to see Vixella put up PrestonPlayz and PewDiePie up for nomination. I really wasn't expecting it, and honestly, I think it's a kind of a weird strategy on her part. I mean, it makes sense why she put them up, because she doesn't really have a good relationship with them, and honestly, they are aligned with the other side of the house, but I would have thought that she would have put Markiplier or someone else up. Maybe Markiplier was able to make a sweet deal with her. Thank you, Parker, for cleaning up. And thank you, Shovel. Shovel just wiped down that entire counter. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a sim make some food and not actually eat it. What is going on? Ew, Preston! What are you doing? She's trying to use the restroom, bud. What is happening? Are they on that level? Are they that good of friends? She's either peeing or pooping and they're just having a conversation. That was a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I thought he was about to go into the shower with her. That moment when you're such good friends with someone, you'll just have a full out conversation with them while they pee. See what I mean? Someone just put that in the microwave and they're not even gonna eat it. Ugh. Ew, Mark, you gotta take a shower too. Everyone is so smelly in this house. Figure yourselves out. Thank you guys for all of the awesome art that you guys have been sending in through Twitter. Once I actually figure out a way for you guys to send it to me and I can actually see it, I might put a hashtag for every episode if you do make art, and that way I can show it in future episodes, because some of the art you guys make is really awesome. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe this week, if you want to submit any kind of artwork from your favorite contestants on what's happening in the house, use the hashtag YTBB, and I will go through that and see what kind of art you guys submit. So use the hashtag YTBB on Twitter, submit your art, and it might show up in a future episode. So one funny observation that I've noticed is PewDiePie is on the other side of the house. So he isn't aligned with Shovel or Vixella or any of them, but he is aligned with Scott, and Scott is really good friends with Vixella and Shovel. So I'm wondering if he'll be able to use that angle to try and keep himself safe this week. It may or may not work. We'll have to find out. Meanwhile, Preston doesn't really have any good relationships with the other side of the house. He has really strong relationships with everyone else, like Tiffany and Markiplier and a few others. So hopefully PrestonPlayz can pull something out and he can, survive. I know Vixella will really want to win that veto to keep the nominations the same if she can. Aw, Kim's getting in some summer reading. That's cute. What book's she reading? I'm curious now. The Glutton Spiel. There are so many jokes I can make right there. Cause girl, I feel you. I like me some food as well. Wow, that was a good book. She literally, okay, she's opening it back up. She's like, oh, this is good. I'm gonna open it up. Oh, and we're gonna close it again. I guess we're not gonna read it. What is happening? Me with my life goals. Maybe I can accomplish this. Nope, just kidding. Maybe I'll try. Nope, never mind. Shovel, what are you wearing? Oh God, no. Please, go back in your regular outfit. Why? Why? No. Go back. Please. They've all been like changing their outfits to these random outfits lately. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Oh, Scott's talking to Markiplier. That's something I have not seen a lot of. Ooh, and is Kim about to join? Oh no, Kim's like, never mind, excuse me. Gotta go slide down the water slide. So far, it seems like Scott is playing both sides of the house. He really wants to make alliances with, Vixella, Shovel, Kim, but he's also making some good relationships with people like Markiplier, Tiffany, and obviously PewDiePie, which is really interesting and might help keep him around for quite a while in this game if he isn't caught. If he's caught in a situation where he needs to pick one side of the house, it'll show his cards, and that's not good for him, because then he's gonna make enemies with a lot of people in the house. Markiplier, ooh, you chatting with Parker's woman, man. That thing's eyes just moved. Am I crazy? No, those eyes just moved on the Skelly Bear. I'm gonna have to go back in editing and see if I'm crazy or not. I could have swore. It moved again! I'm not crazy! The thing's alive. Guys, Skelly Bear is alive. I cannot believe this. That is so scary. That is so creepy. I'm not okay with this. I see people are finally actually using the pool, so that's awesome. Oh, Scott's just, looking at himself in the mirror. No idea why. That was a little weird. He was just staring at himself. He's like, I am a beautiful individual. I am here to win. I am not here to make friends. I'm here to win the title of the last house guest standing. Now we got PewDiePie and Markiplier talking. They are kind of aligned with each other. So I have a feeling that if obviously anyone on the other side of the house, such as Markiplier, Tiffany, we got PrestonPlayz, obviously he's going to save himself. PewDiePie's going to save himself. Maybe even Jacksepticeye. They might save either PrestonPlayz or PewDiePie. The Jacksepticeye I'm not sure of, because he's also been kind of in the middle. He's been aligning with people on the other side of the house, but also working with Shovel and all of them. Though he is not friends with Markiplier. And I know a lot of people really wanted to see Septiplier, rock it off, but I don't think it's going to happen, guys. Now, there is still hope for later in the season, if they're still around. But as for now, Septiplier is not a thing. Their Sims just aren't getting along as well as some of the other ones are. And with that, a million fangirls cried out in despair. And not actually a million, because let's be real, we only get like, 7,000 views on each vid, maybe even less than that. But yes, at least 7,000 fangirls cried out in despair because Septiplier is not a real thing. Wait, what is he doing? Wait, I spoke too soon. He's just sitting there watching Markiplier go down the water slide. Hold up, wait a minute. He is so happy to be watching this. What is he doing? Watch sliders. He's watching Markiplier slide. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. You never know, guys. You never know. Maybe they'll all go to bed at a regular time tonight. Oh my goodness, that would be awesome. Because tomorrow is the veto competition and they are gonna have to be well rested if they want to best their other competitors. Especially PewDiePie, PrestonPlayz, and Vixella, because Vixella's gonna want those nominations to stay the same, and obviously PewDiePie and PrestonPlayz want to save themselves. And I saw some comments in the comment sections of some of the last 3 videos. The mods that I'm using to get more than 8 people in a house is called the Fuller House mod, or the Full House mod. Oh wait, hold up. Before I talk about mods, the ship, it continues. And Skelly Bear's excited because you can tell because of the creepy eyes that move. It did it again. That's so not okay. And before a house twist where Skelly Bear enters the competition and slays the game and wins. Also, this picture is really creepy. Cannot unsee from my dreams and nightmares. What the heck? Like I was saying, it's like the Full House mod, the Fuller House mod. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but that is the mod. I will warn you guys, if you do download it, it can be kind of finicky. You can't change any of the costumes or outfits that your Sims are using if you're using the mod. You can't do a lot of different things. It will basically break your game. You have to know what you're doing when you use it. So just warning you guys, if you go out there and you do download it and you add it to your game, make sure you have everything pre-planned before you actually use it. Also, Tiffany, did you just pick up those dishes and just put them on the table? Tiffany, we're gonna have to have a talk, Missy. And then you just took out some oatmeal and you're not gonna cook it? Tiffany. So I see PewDiePie is now talking to Shubble. PewDiePie is gonna have to try and secure some of those votes to keep himself safe. And that does mean having to talk to other people in the other alliance that is in this house. Because right now it just seems like people like Markiplier, Cupquake, PrestonPlayz, PewDiePie, and maybe Parker Games. I'm not sure. Parker Games kind of switched sides towards the beginning of this week and kind of was working with Shubble, Vixella, and a lot of them. But that's kind of where the division kind of lies. We have like Shubble's side of the house, and then we have Markiplier's side of the house. It's funny. Shubble just looks so cute. Who would have known that she's a little mastermind? I see you, Miss Shubble. You little mastermind, you. Controlling people's votes, controlling the house. I think we might have another Stacy Plays here, guys, and that's Shubble. It's a little early to tell, but she's really good at making relationships and keeping herself safe. Plus, she also won the super safety immunity from you guys, because you guys voted in the poll. There will be another twist at the end of this episode that you guys will get a vote for, and that'll be in the poll in that description down below, but we're not gonna state what that twist is until the end. Oh my gosh, someone's actually using the foosball table? What is this? It's like the hot tub, the thing that no one ever uses. Oh wait, did I speak too soon? Is he about to stop using it? Dang it. Markiplier is all about that fit life. Jeez, dude. He is honestly always using the weight machine and the oh my god, I almost said trampoline. The treadmill over and over and over again. And meanwhile, Tiffany is just, laying down, enjoying herself. Not really enjoying herself, because that's pretty embarrassing. Me, trying to achieve anything is just her face planting on the water slide. Why do people feel the need to always eat microwaved stuff? Cook something for once, jeez. But don't start a fire like Amy Lee, please don't. Kim, why are you sitting here by yourself, huh? You should be out there, having a good time. Having a good old swell time with your house guests, your housemates. Play some foosball. Oh, or just, look at this wall with really creepy tools. Oh my gosh, I never realized this. What even is this? Why is there a creepy chisel? Is this like your wall of weapons you could use to eliminate your foes? Would the Tiki God be pleased, guys? Would he? I'm not sure. Already there's way more backstabbing and alliance making in just these first 4 episodes of Big Brother than there was in YouTuber Survivor, at least in the beginning of their season. Towards the end of YouTuber Survivor, things got crazy. Also, I can't unsee this now. It looks like the Tiki God's, poking his nipples. And that's a little weird to me. I'm a little weirded out by that. Someone on my stream pointed that out to me, and I can't unsee it now. So I hope you can't unsee it now. Yes, guys, the Tiki God is just loving himself right now. Well, sleep tight, house guests, because early in the morning, you guys are going to be competing in the veto competition. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second veto competition of the season. Let me show you guys who the 6 people competing are. Randomly drawn, we have Shovel, RHOH Vixella, one of our nominees, PewDiePie, another one of the nominees, PrestonPlayz, chosen at random, dang that's a long name, and chosen at random, Parker Games. These 6 will be competing in the relay race. Here's how this one's gonna work. All 6 of them must perform 3 different tasks, and the first person to complete all 3 tasks will win the power of veto today. Those 3 tasks are, in the red zone, they must grab a treat from the spooky treat bowl. After they do that, they're gonna have to put some bird seed in the bird feeder. And lastly, they'll have to run over to the sink and brush their teeth. The first person to finish brushing their teeth will win the power of veto. Now, because this is The Sims and sometimes the Sims don't wanna do what you tell them to do, I have set all of their needs to basically the same. I've filled all of their needs to the green zone. They're all good to go. They shouldn't be distracted by anything, but this is The Sims, and like I said, they don't do sometimes what you tell them to do. If they all end up quitting this challenge, if they don't do what I tell them to do, because I'm gonna stack up the order for them to do all these things and they're gonna do it themselves. If they choose to not complete the tasks that I tell them to do, whoever got the furthest basically is going to win. So the first person to get the furthest will win veto. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna give them their tasks, and let's begin this relay race. Okay, all their tasks have been given. Let's begin the relay race. Are you ready? Get set, go! All right, they're all grabbing a treat. They're getting scared from the treat bowl. Let's see. All right, so they're gonna eat their treats. Everyone seems to be pretty tied up. They're adding the bird seed. It's all gonna come down to who can finish the brush. I think Shovel's in the lead right now. Shovel's definitely in the lead. Oh, and PewDiePie finishes first. Congratulations, PewDiePie. You have won the power of veto and you have saved yourself from elimination. All right, that's gonna be a fun one. So, Vixella, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to come up with a replacement nominee in tonight's veto ceremony. Oh my gosh, there's so many birds now. Why? Why? Soon it's gonna be the nomination ceremony, and I wonder who Vixella's gonna put up. Now, Shovel's sitting pretty, because she's got the super safety from you guys. She can't be put up. She doesn't actually have the best relationship with Vixella. It's not amazing, but she is kind of aligned with her because they do have a lot of mutual friends. I think the big people at risk tonight are going to be Markiplier, there's going to be Tiffany, and maybe Jacksepticeye. I'm not 100% sure on that. Vixella's, relationships are kind of up in the air. PrestonPlayz, though, you are going to be definitely up for eviction, so he's gonna have to make those alliances as fast as he can. Oh my god, Parker is now introducing PewDiePie to Skelly Bear. This is weird. Parker, no one's gonna feel the same way about Skelly Bear that you do. People on Markiplier's alliance better enjoy this slip and slide while they can, because definitely someone from Markiplier's alliance, or Markiplier himself, will be voted out of this house. There's no doubt about that. It's all just a matter of who is it actually going to be, and who does the other side of the house feel is the best target to eliminate. I guess we can stop deliberating though. I think it's time for the veto ceremony. Let's begin. Welcome everyone to the veto ceremony. PewDiePie, you won the power of veto. You can choose whether or not to use it, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna use it because you are definitely at risk for leaving. So, PewDiePie, what are you gonna do? And to no surprise, PewDiePie has used the power of veto to save himself and pull himself off the block. That means Vixella, you will have to nominate someone to replace him as a nominee. All right, Vixella, please stand up and say who your replacement nominee is. And the person that Vixella has chosen to nominate is... Markiplier. I'm so sorry, Markiplier and PrestonPlayz. You both are up for eviction. All the rest of you house guests, you're gonna take your turns one by one, going into the diary room and submitting your vote for who you want evicted from the Big Brother house. The person with the most votes will have to leave the house immediately. All right, we're gonna start the votes with you, Jacksepticeye. A quick reminder, both the nominees and the HOH do not submit votes. So let's begin. Jacksepticeye doesn't really have an alliance with either Markiplier or PrestonPlayz. His vote is pretty much in the air. Jacksepticeye, who do you vote to evict from the Big Brother house? Thank you. Parker lately has been seen talking to PrestonPlayz a lot. He's become really good friends with Preston. It would be a shock to see him vote for Preston today. Parker Games, who do you vote to evict from the Big Brother house? Thank you, Parker. Shovel's immune this week because of the immunity twist and hasn't really been making as many alliances in the house as the rest of the house guests. It's kind of unsure whether or not she'll vote with her alliance and probably get Markiplier out, or will she turn and instead vote for Preston? Shovel, who do you vote to evict from the Big Brother house? Thank you so much, Shovel. Kim's seen herself align with Shovel and a few others in the house, but will she vote outside of her alliance and try to make a big move, or will she just vote with the alliance and try to stay safe? Kim, who do you vote to evict in the Big Brother house? Interesting. Thank you so much, Kim. So far the vote is 3-1 with Markiplier in the lead. It's gonna take 5 votes to have a majority vote to evict someone from the house. Next up is Dang That's a Long Name, aka Scott. Scott's been playing the middleman in this house and hasn't really made enemies with anyone. Will he try to shake it up this week, or will he just vote with his alliance? Scott, who do you vote to evict from the Big Brother house? Thank you very much, Scott. PewDiePie was able to save himself this week with the power of veto and is good friends with Markiplier, so it would be really interesting to see him vote for Mark this week. PewDiePie, who do you vote to evict from the Big Brother house? Thank you, Felix. Amy Lee is really good friends with Vixella and Shovel and a lot of the people in Shovel's alliance in this house, so it wouldn't be too weird to see her vote with the alliance this week. Amy Lee, who do you vote to evict this week? Thank you, Amy. With 5 votes, that's enough to evict Markiplier from the house, but let's find out who Tiffany would have voted for. Tiffany is aligned with both Preston and Markiplier in this game, and no matter which way she votes, she's losing an ally, and it's going to be bad for her game. So let's find out who she votes for. Tiffany, who do you vote to evict from the Big Brother house? Thank you, Tiffany. All right, the votes have been tallied, and with a 6-2 vote, I'm so sorry, Markiplier, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house this week. And with that, I'm so sorry, Markiplier, you have been evicted the second week of Big Brother. I know a lot of people are gonna be really mad about this, but I'm sorry, your sim just wasn't very good at making, friendships and relationships and alliances, so it is time for you to walk out that door. And there he goes. All right, there he goes. And Markiplier is gone. Congratulations to the rest of you. You guys are the final 10. You guys have survived 2 weeks in Big Brother, and next week is gonna be even crazier. But before we go, we need to see Markiplier's picture fade to black and white. And sadly, Markiplier is out of the game. So, congrats again to the final 10. Make sure to fill out the poll in the description down below. You guys are voting for the next twist for the next week of the game, and that twist is one person in the game will get to cancel out 2 votes. So, pretty much, whoever wins that power, whoever they have the lowest relationships with, won't be able to vote next week. It's a really powerful power. It's gonna mean a lot to whoever you give it to. Remember, Shovel cannot win the twist this week because she won the twist this week, so she can't win it next week. You know what I mean? So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of YouTuber Big Brother. I will see you guys Monday with another new episode, and until then, stay awesome, stay beautiful, you lovely people. Bye-bye. Outro music. Ba-ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Outro music. That sounds somewhat similar to the intro. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah.